everyone, and welcome to another episode of Disqualified. I am your NXT Predictions Champion, Trevin, joined as always by our main roster predictions champion, Caleb.
Hola!
And Zach, our cameraman and producer, is behind the camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are here to talk about Friday Night Smackdown. It happened.
It happened.
Now we're going to talk about it because, there's not a lot that happened this episode.
No, the biggest thing that happened this episode happened right in the beginning, basically, with the MFTs opening the show and getting interrupted by the newest signee to the Smackdown roster,
Sami Zayn. He makes his way over from Raw, and I am thinking it was a trade for LA Knight.
Yep, and with a trade happening this late into the year and this close after SummerSlam, it's got me thinking that the 2025 WWE Draft is canceled.
And they need to do something to refresh these brands because the SmackDown Women's Division is very stagnant right now. It is very much waiting for Bianca to come back from injury.
Yep.
And then you have Raw's Women's Division, which is great right now, but Champion might be injured, so there's that.
Yeah.
The Women's U.S. title division is basically non-existent. The Men's U.S. title division is pretty much just... The title is just a prop for Solo right now. He's not in any actual storyline for it.
No.
We're going to see some progression maybe towards that at the end of the night. But other than that, these rosters need refreshing.
Yep. The MFTs, of course, start attacking Sami after he claims he wants a shot at Solo's U.S. title. Jimmy comes out to even up the numbers, then Jacob comes out to even the numbers, and Nick Aldis, being Nick Aldis, makes it the main event, a six-man tag, 3 representatives from the MFTs versus the team of Sami, Jimmy, and Jacob.
Yeah, and that's an interesting permutation of talent on the team babyface side.
Yep.
Sami and Jimmy obviously teaming together from the bloodline, but, can they coexist? Can they get along with the former member of the new bloodline that they took on?
Yep.
So,
on to your regularly scheduled programming.
Alexa Bliss versus Piper Niven is our opening match.
Yep. The Secret Herb is trying to get some shots at the tag titles, and Chelsea Green got pinned last week, and now Piper Niven gets rolled up this week. I ain't even gonna go over a lot of this.
Piper had a lot of the offense, and then it said picture in picture, and she still had offense. Then, just coincidentally, as soon as we come back, Alexa starts making her comeback and wins.
Yeah.
It was an uneventful match.
Yeah.
And next, we have Carmelo Hayes, the hometown boy, and his teammate, The Miz.
In Mellow Don't Miz, taking on Fraxium.
Do more with fucking Carmelo Hayes.
Yep.
First of all, it's his hometown. And I get that you're doing the story of he is very much getting tired of being under The Miz. Why are we dragging this out another week? This is where I would have had Mello turn on Miz, become babyface.
Because this tag team has been off screen for almost 2 months. We can't break them out of nowhere.
I forgot they were attacked. Well, no, the fuck you can. Grayson Waller just did it with Austin Theory. Even though Austin Theory's probably injured, something is going on. He got removed from the internal roster, which does not mean he got released.
No.
It just means he is part of the injury.
If you click a few links, he's on the injury reserve roster.
Yeah. Well, internally, he's on the injury reserve, so.
Yes.
We don't know what's going on. I hope everything is going well for him. But, you can basically break this team up. I thought that's what they did. But no.
They're hinting at it as Melo's going for his...
Miz was getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
A lot of this match. He makes the tag to Melo, and Melo basically 1v2s for Axiom. He is about to hit nothing but net.
Yep. And then Miz regaining his gas, tags, skull crushing finale
to Frazier.
1, 2, 3.
I am conflicted. On one hand, Carmelo Hayes won a match, so I'm happy. On the other hand, Fraxium is losing to The Miz? Ugh.
Yep. And then in a backstage segment, Mello approaches Nick Aldis to get a singles title shot. I believe he mentioned specifically the U.S. title.
Mm-hmm.
He's interrupted by The Miz, who's asking for them to both get an opportunity at titles. They're, of course, interrupting the Motor City Machine Guns. The Machine Guns take offense to it, and they have a scheduled tag match for next week.
Yeah, Saban does say now, Carmelo, are you him or his? And that gets Carmelo's ire. Carmelo looked like he wanted to beat the shit out of Miz. I have had that look on my face before when it comes to these people here. At least once for every single person.
Yes.
No.
You have also had it with plentiful of coworkers at plentiful of our old jobs.
That is just like this dumb motherfucker. He does one more thing to get on my nerve. And then he does one thing to get on his nerve, and what does he do? Nothing. Can we rate people with actual logic on this show? I get that it's supposed to be for children, but what the fuck?
Speaking of for children, what happened last week should not be seen by the eyes of children. As now, Drew McIntyre
attempted murder.
Yes. Comes to address the crowd after his brutal attack on Cody. And he comes out and says, I don't like the wording of the reason I'm coming out. My brutal attack on Cody? Cody attacked me.
And he's like, I don't think we've seen it enough. Show it one more time. I love when people do that. I love using the Titantron as an actual fucking screen.
And he's like, cool, y'all saw it. Some of you probably still have opinions, so let me reenact it for you. And he reenacts the scene of
He said, let me walk you through the crime scene.
Yep.
He says, no. I attempted to interfere. I got hit, so I laid low.
Yep.
Then Logan gets injured.
Yep, the DQ happened. He low blows Cena. The bell rings. Match is over.
Mm-hmm.
Cody decides, F it, we ball.
And attacks me, so I defended myself. I put his head through the announce table.
And that could be that.
But, most importantly, Michael Cole. Joe. Where's the update? Where's the update, Joe? And Joe's like, we don't have the update. We don't have that information. And Drew just basically says, look, I did it because he is a kiss ass. He's a pleaser, and I did it to show him I was him. And he doesn't need to be that. If he drops that, it is success that comes his way.
Yep. So then he basically stakes a claim Cody, you make an enemy out of me, I will be your worst enemy. You have something that I could choose to ignore, but that I want because I've been screwed out of it every time it's in my sights. Mm-hmm. So you make an enemy out of me, I will screw it out of you.
Yeah. It's going to happen at Clash.
Yeah.
It's a Clash pay-per-view, so anything that ends with the ending sound of Ash, and it happens in Europe,
Drew's going to be on the
main
card.
event. He's going to be the main event for the world title.
Yeah. Or at least on the card, because he was on the Bash in Berlin card. He's been the main event in Clash and Castle card.
Speaking of cards with titles, it was made not official, but it's looking more and more like it, that the Crown Jewel Championships will not be in play this year.
Which,
Crown Jewel.
which, if you remember the announcement last year at this time at Bad Blood, they said it would be an annual competition. Clearly, people did not like this being an annual competition when it was first announced. And then it happened.
I don't think it's that. They also said that Mania was going to be hosted in a different location every year, and look what they did.
Yes.
It's going back to Vegas because money.
Yep.
Money. We're so in debt. We need the money.
2025 has been the let's backtrack 90% of our statements year.
Oh yeah, no. You front load everyone with look how good everything is going. We're back in the pop culture zeitgeist.
Yep. We're
Everything
debuting on Netflix.
We're debuting on Netflix. Hulk Hogan's here. Wait, that's weird. Brock Lesnar's here. Wait a minute.
R-Truth got released.
Wait.
Just kidding. He's
Vegas
back.
Mania back to what? Oh, I see what we're doing here.
We're scrambling.
We're scrambling. We are scrambling because now AEW, granted, I'm not the biggest fan, but guess what? They're kicking your ass.
They're actual factual competition now.
And in a video that we're going to make a little later, WWE might try to be doing some really underhanded tactics. And guess what? Unfortunately, it does not surprise me.
No.
WWE has always fought dirty when it comes to competition. They always try to sandbag and sabotage, and it's annoying.
Yep.
It's honestly annoying.
Yeah.
Because, granted, you shouldn't want your competition to do better than you, but also you should want them to do worse than you, because then there's no real competition, and then you own the monopoly, and guess what? Your product gets stale again. Like it is already.
Yep.
Look, we do bullet points. We started this video, 11 minutes ago?
Yep.
And we are about to be done with this episode of Smackdown.
Yeah.
That is how lackluster this shit is. Now, mind you, I said it's hitting a stride again. When I say it's hitting a stride, I don't mean it's good. I just mean they have their pacing down. And if this is their pacing, this is horrible fucking pacing. This is a horrible roster right now. The only bright spot on this fucking show is the tag division.
Which we're talking about next.
Yeah, so we get Street Profits versus DIY. You know, they were having a little tit for tat back and forth, spit spat about, well, you know, you pushed Candace off the ladder. Well, no, you pushed your wife off the ladder. So now they're having an actual fight about it. Profits win in a fairly decent match. I believe Montez is the splash.
Yep.
And I don't know who he pins because
Dawkins pins Ciampa.
Okay, so Ciampa eats the pin this time, which is cool. It's not Gargano this time, so.
Yeah.
And now for the main event. I'm not even going to do my little thing because the main event sucked. The MFTs lose.
Yeah. Sami pins Solo to solidify that title shot. And I have now watched a total of 3 JC matches / segments. That man sucks at selling. I'm sorry. How he sells is bad.
Are you talking about the taking of the bump or
Yeah.
the actual selling after the bump?
Both.
Okay. Because, yes, I do agree. He does do the carrying thing. Where Cross would... It's not that Cross wouldn't take flat back bumps. He would.
He would.
And he's able to. It's just a lot of the time he does the thing where he falls back off of one leg and then takes the bump. Instead of just taking the bump.
Even front bumps, like where you're supposed to fall forward, he just doesn't go down. He like stumbles a little bit, moans, and then 2 seconds later he's back in the match. I'm like, sell the hit.
Man, it's...
You don't have the aura to be a no-seller.
I haven't seen someone not be able to front bump since the days of Kane. And go back. I'm telling you, unfortunately, to go watch Kane matches. He was good. I just don't like who he is now. As a person. Like the actual dude who played Kane. The character of Kane, dope. Except for the Katie Vick storyline. I don't know why they ever decided to make that a thing. That should be erased. But whenever Kane would take a DDT or anything, he falls to one knee and then takes it. Go back and watch. You'll notice it every single time. He always falls on one knee and then his face goes into the ground. I'm like, Kane. I know it sucks. I know, well, I don't know because I don't do it. But I know falling flat on your face probably fucking sucks.
That's why you splat your hands down to make the sound and then just push a position down.
And you want to know another thing? You had a mask for your first run. Or not first one. You stayed with the company the whole time. But just like a majority of your time, you had a mask. And you were still scared to take face bumps.
And another thing I am realizing with this, the man I claimed was one of the two men with aura. His moveset is literally just big boot, and I'm talking about Talatonga.
I thought you were talking about Moose.
No.
No, Talatonga, it's weird. I think they did him a disservice by literally icing him for a whole year. That does no one a disservice. Because look, these guys aren't Michael Jordan. They can't just take time off and come right back like nothing happened. I'm sorry, doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. I mean, granted, these are also two completely different things, so kind of bad analogy, but you get the picture. Why are we doing this to these people?
Literally everything I've seen online is MFT show up, we zone out.
It's so crazy that I'm going to say this. The only enjoyable part of the MFT is the solo Sikoa. If you told me a year ago
that you would enjoy having Solo on your screen,
I would have laughed at you. I still like Tala. I'm not out the window with him yet.
No, he's cool, and like him playing bodyguard, because in a backstage segment, he was able to sense that Rowan was watching them. It's like, he is cool. His moveset is literally choke slam, big boot. That's it.
Yeah. Man. At least he has the aura to fit in.
Yeah.
And that's all that this group is pretty much, is aura. -1 because you have the one dude who has no aura in the group.
You have the meme, the tall man, the funny dude, and what the frick is JC doing here? No, not you, Seamus.
He is literally there because Tamatonga is out.
Yeah.
Also, where's Tamatonga? Can Yee man come back to my screen? I think they're waiting till Paris.
Probably. He's
Not that I think about it, they're probably waiting till Paris.
Yeah, he's costing Sami his U.S. title match, Tama is.
I can't wait though, man. I miss Yee.
Yeah. Get the other person with aura back in the group.
All right.
Even it out.
We've already taken way too long on this shitty episode of SmackDown. That's it for this episode of SmackDown. And that's it for this episode of Disqualified. I am your main roster predictions champion, Caleb. That is your NXT predictions champion, Trevin. And that is our cameraman and producer, Zach, behind the camera. Now we are going to watch Triple Mania and see how that goes. We are going to review it, so that should be on the channel by tomorrow as of recording, so that should be another Sunday release. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over, and we will see you next time. Thank you for your time, and peace.
Bye!